Hi, welcome back to My World 67. This is G-Man. Well, I just wanted to share a quick video with you, kind of an unboxing video. Actually, I've already opened the box and already went through it. But I purchased this on eBay for $19.95. And I just wanted to share it with you. It's a junk box. It was a junk pile. And but it had two kind of interesting things in it, one of which I already have, but I wanted to get another one, and they've been going all kinds of different prices. Some of them have been reasonable, but yet still more than what I wanted to spend for one. And so I hadn't gotten one, but I got one in this junk box. And that is, I've already actually taken it out and started working on it. That's this Lionelville trolley. And as you can see, it's broken there. It had a crack in it right here. I've already repaired it. This was broke right across here. This was broke right here. It was cracked, busted loose. And I'm going to go back in and repair this. It's missing the little deal that goes in the top that holds the wire, the guide wire. But I don't really care about that. I can make one of those and just replace it just for looks. But there's the shell. There's the there's the chassis and the motor. Now this did not run, and like I say, I got it right out of there, and it didn't actually come with this originally. The guy threw it in. He said, well, if you can use it, I'll go ahead and throw that in. And so there it is. Now, it did not run. This was bent. I straightened it up to where it wouldn't get the ceiling of the roof hot and stay away from the window frame. This was broken. Now, let you see this one. These are spring steel, and they're real thin, but they are spring steel. They put them on the end of this reverse bumper, and I don't know if you can see that or not. And they just attach to it. Well, this one's good, and this one was broken. And so I figured out, well, they do sell them. You can get them on eBay, and then you can go to different parts suppliers and order one. And they're about $14 for a pair of them. I didn't want to spend $14 for one of these. Matter of fact, I bought a set for the other trolley that I had. And I thought, well, how can I repair that? So I drilled a hole in this side of the spring and took, as you can see, this was a paper clip, and I took the paper clip, hooked it around this section of the trolley bar, and bent it in so that it would take the shape and pull it tight. Got it around there, and then I took some hot glue and just went ahead and went around the inside of it, made a nice little bead, just as if it were welded, there and there on the top side, and put a little bit on this so that this would more conform like this side. And I'm going to be touching that up and painting it black. But as you can see, it doesn't look bad at all, and it works. It serves the purpose. It's solid. Now, on this one, originally it has a little gap in between, so when this hits, this kind of pushes back off of what it runs into. This one does not have that spring. There was just a little small gap in between. I don't know whether you can tell it or not. Just a really small, thin gap in between. And so it would not have the spring back that this one has, but I've been testing it, and when it hits it, it just bumps it, and this goes right in. So this is working real good. This is working excellently. On my other trolley, it didn't work so well, and I had to go in and redo it, clean it up real good, and oil it. And I'm going to take some Vaseline, and I'm going to oil this track in here also before I put the shell back on. Got this running. It was just really dirty. I still haven't cleaned the wheels on it. And as you can see, there's a lot of rust on this, on these roller arms. And I might try to clean a little more of it off, but I'll probably paint those black and not worry about those being silver or chrome. But I've lubed it, oiled it, tuned it. Brushes were good in it. Just the commutator was just really filthy, really dirty. And these motors, because of the type of motor it is, that upright motor, just worm gear, they're really a tight motor, really strong pullers. And so really nothing wrong with it. I had one of these rollers was a little stuck for some reason or another. Got some of the penetrating oil down into it, and it's working perfectly now. So that's the trolley. You set it back over here. Now, I was going through the box and got a lot of neat pieces in here. They're all 4-wheel, but the bobber cabooses, just really rare to find anymore, even these little cheap ones. I like the old bobber cabooses, and this is Rock Island. It's one of my favorite lines. This work caboose also, I can take this and make it a 4-wheel, or I can just transfer these to a 4-wheel car. But at any rate, it's in good shape. It's just missing a set of wheels. Yeah, a pair of wheels, actually. Well, a set. One in the front and one in the back. But it's not broken, it's not chipped. Another bobber caboose, Santa Fe, and this one's Santa Fe, and that is my main road line, Santa Fe. I like Santa Fe, Rock Island, and Southern Pacific, and Rio Grande, Kansas City Southern. All right, and this Lionel 246. Now, I had bought one of these. It was junk. Went on vacation, and now I've got another one. So hopefully this one's gonna run. It's missing some parts, as you can see, but I have the parts for it off of that other old 246. I couldn't get that motor to run. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I don't really work on Lionel that much as to the motors. A couple of them I've worked on, and I just really started working on the Lionel motors. And so I took that other 246 motor and I sent it to my good friend Gary over at Trains in the Basement because I knew he was looking for one. And he took it, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think he's got it going. And Gary's real good with repairing Lionel trains. And so that's what happened to that one. This one, I'm going to try to see if we can't get it going. Like I said, I got the parts for it, get it up, get it going. I might just keep that. I'm kind of trying to get rid of, I've gotten rid of most of my Lionel stuff in the last month. I still have quite a few pieces of Lionel, but Lionel is not my main train. This was also in there, and I'm not sure whether it's Marks or Lionel. It actually looks like a Marks piece to me. I haven't found any markings on it anywhere. I've got this, both clips, and the track, and as you can see, this is broken in here somewhere. And so I'm going to take this tape off, go in there and find that break and repair it. They've also got it taped together up here. So we're going to fix that also. And we're going to put another piece of plastic piping up here in the top. And maybe some cross bucks if we can find them. I think this is neat. Here we go. Here we go. Now I can see it. Hold it in the light just right. Well, let me put on my magnifiers. No, it's just a little number. But anyway, like I say, it kind of looks like a Marks to me. There it is right there, Marks. So it's a good thing I did finally put on my magnifiers, because I'd have missed it again. Right there, Marks. Okay, so I've got a good light here, or it will be when I get it fixed. Got a box, almost a half a box of track on one side. And another piece of track. And a Lionel transformer. Now this transformer is a little interesting in as much as this is not actually a train transformer. This is an early Lionel Motorsport transformer. It was used with the racing cars. And I can't find on it for sure whether it's AC or DC, but I do know that it's only 6 watts, or an 8 watt transformer. Most of the Lionel race cars were ran on DC, as with most of the motor racing cars by Marks, Lionel and others. were primarily all DC. So I imagine this is a DC transformer. It just shows no output on it anywhere, which is kind of strange. But I'm going to try to look it up and see what it is. Well, anyway, that's all I have for you for right now. Quick upgrade on an update on the Hiawatha tender. I've got all the parts soaking in vinegar, with the exception of the shell. And by the way, this came just like you see it, just like I took it out of the box. None of it was wrapped. None of it was wrapped. I was just really surprised it wasn't broken up more than it already was. But nothing looked like it actually broke. Everything was just like it was originally. Those cars need couplers. And let me get this out of the way. But anyway, on the Hiawatha, got it all broke down, as you saw in the first video. And we've got it here. I'm going to clean this up this evening. And we're going to pull those parts out and neutralize the vinegar solution. Rinse them off, get them real good, clean them up, dry them off, and hopefully I'm going to get this painted. It's been raining here all day. It just quit about an hour ago, and so I didn't want to paint because it's really humid here, and this week's been a really hot, this week and last week both have really been hot, humid days. And now with this rain, it's kind of made it sultry, but it's beginning to cool off right now. I think even the humidity might have gone down some. And so I'm going to get out and hopefully I'll get this painted tonight. And we'll do a video on Monday. There'll be a new video on Monday. On the reassembling of the Hiawatha tender. All right, that's all I have for you for right now. As always, thanks for watching, and happy rails until we meet again.